Man. So I was on Twitter the other day and just doing what I normally do, browsing, looking at all types of highlight tapes, posters, people getting crossed up, whatever you could really put your hands on. And I came across this one tape that was from this hooper, and it mirrored a lot of the stuff that I said you need to have in your 5 reasons why your highlight tape sucks YouTube video. One of my very first ones. So I did some digging to figure out who this player was, where she was from, what position she played, and all those type of things, and actually found her Twitter account and DM'd her and asked her, would it be okay if I could use her as a example of some of the things that you should do for your highlight tape if you want to be seen by college coaches, and maybe even break it down and to show her what are some things she can do better to prepare herself for the next level. She agreed to it, and so here I am. So I guess we need to go ahead and do this. What's going on, everybody? Sigourney Jackson here with another episode of Hoop Politics. So glad that you guys could watch. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and comment, and make sure that you guys hit the notification bell and so you can be up to date on everything that is Hoop Politics. The player that I'm breaking down today is Daylee Dunn, who is a 5'11" senior of the class of 2020 out of Salesian High School in California. A great talent. She has great mechanics on her jump shot. She shows great size and great skill at her true position. And I just wanted to be able to get the opportunity to break that down for you guys to watch. So I guess this is kind of like a reaction video. But first, I have to say thank you to Daylee for allowing me to be able to do this as our first ever breakdown on Hoop Politics. I hope I can do it some justice, and I hope that you're watching this so you can get better. And anybody else who's watching this who wants to get their highlight tape broke down as well, please send me DMs at hoop_politics, whether it's on Instagram or Twitter. It's the same thing. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so the first thing I would say is, I don't know if you just, you didn't really care or like was just something quick, but always make sure that you put your size and your position at the beginning of a highlight tape, because what you don't want to do is you're a pretty tall player and you can look at just by looking at the screen, kind of tell you're taller than most players. What you don't want to happen is you want a coach to look at that and say, oh, you're automatically a post player because you're bigger. Because especially in basketball, a lot of times when people are bigger, people automatically assume that they're going to be a big man or a big woman or whatever. So you don't want to get caught up in that early. So put down your size and your position. So in this case, if I were you, I would say put down I'm a 5'11" shooting guard. And so they already know what to be looking for when they turn on this highlight tape and watch and see what you do. Okay. Tough bucket and one. Alright. 1, 2. You didn't call glass, but it's alright. It's a good shot. Cash. Good shot. You got a really good catch and release. You can tell you're pretty athletic and explosive just by seeing how quick you get up and down the floor right here. Really explosive. So you're a really athletic player. At 5'11", you already passed the eye test for sure. I just want to say real quick, what I really do like is the fact that every time I've watched so far, you've had your knees bent, hands up, ready to catch and shoot. That's always good. You want to try to eliminate as much just unneeded motion in your shot as possible, so it shows that you can get your shot off quicker. That's really, really good. I like that. That's something that a lot of players should be looking at when they are a shooter or just when they're trying to shoot in general. Be ready to score. Don't be standing, straight up and unathletic. Be ready to make a play as soon as you get the ball. Moving without the ball. 1, 2. That's a tough bucket right there. That's really, really good. In transition, it's a good pull-up. What I really like is the fact that you're shooting the ball more than you're getting to the rim, even though you're athletic, because it's about skill. It's not about athleticism. So the fact that you're showing a lot of skill, this is great. Okay. All right. Okay. So that play right there, what I would say is, looking at that simple play right there, you should have went on and shot that. I know that you're able to get by that player and you were able to score really easily, and I'm not sure what the time and situation was for that game. Maybe you just needed a quick bucket, but something like that, you have to get used to just shooting. You need to have the mentality of hand down, man down. If somebody's not directly in my grill, I'm pulling up. And even if they are in my grill, I'm still going to check to see if I can pull up. You should have went on and shot the ball, because at the next level, it's not guaranteed that you're going to be able to just blow by a defender and finish through the trees like that, depending on what level you're playing at. So I would advise you to continue to be skilled and go ahead and pull up. Don't try to over rely on your athleticism. Rely on your skill, because skill will take you way further than athleticism will once you start to get older and your knees start to kind of get broken down and all that other kind of stuff. So go ahead and pull that up, all right? Catch that in her mouth. And one. Get off me. I like that. I like that. Feet set. Good shot. You're really fast. You're really fast. Yeah. And one. Same thing again. That right there, that's a shot you should have went on and just pulled up for, okay? They came out. They didn't close out respectful enough. They had their hands down. You should have went on and cashed that out. Yeah, you should have just went on and cashed that out. Don't hesitate. Shoot. Just go ahead and shoot that. Cash. Pick and pop. Okay. 1, 2. All right. Cash. You're a really good shooter. You got a really good stroke. Okay, this is where here's what I really want to see. I want to see what you do with this. Okay, you're calling the screen. Change the speed, change the direction, and one. That's a high level move. If you can do that regularly, you're gonna be really great. You're gonna be really great. You're gonna definitely be a high major D1 talent. Ooh. Oh. Oh, you freaky. The side step? That's tough. Change the direction, change the speed. Pull up. That's hard. That's hard. Passing lanes. Leg. Okay. Good rebound. Push it. Okay, slow it down. See what you do. Alright. Showing you can see over the defense. That's good. Step back. Cash. I like that. Yeah, so what I would say, one of the main things that you should always look at doing is be ready to shoot. You do that, but a lot of times when I'm looking at the highlight tape, it seems like you were only confident and ready to shoot the ball when you were just completely wide open. I saw a few times you kind of shot with a hand in your face, but you have to be able to know that you can get your shot off against anybody. You're athletic enough, you're tall enough. Don't get too much into saying, I'm just going to continue to blow by defenders, because there needs to be a hand in your face for you to not be willing to shoot that shot. And a couple of times I saw where you made drives and the hand wasn't in your face. You should have went on and just pulled that up. Those are going to be the little things that are going to make the difference in you being able to contribute to a Division I program right away, and possibly having to sit down and wait a year or two. We want you to play right away. I think that that's something you got to work on, and really something that's going to take your game to the next level. I saw where you worked off the pick and roll. You had a good change of speed, change of directions for the layup, and it was a tough bucket high off the glass. That's really tough. You have to continue to show that you can do that at a high level and consistently, okay? Your next step in your maturation process to being a high major Division I talent is to be able to be more of a two guard, to be able to create for others and create for yourselves. Because you're right now doing straight line drives, because you're athletic, you can get by people, and that's good. That's great. That's something that you definitely have to have. But you have to understand that as you get to the next level, there's going to be defenders who are just as athletic as you and who are going to be able to move their feet. And you have to be ready to make that second counter move. When it comes to being a great scorer, it's not about the first move you make. It's about the second and third move you make. You have to already assume I can beat my man to whatever spot I'm going to, but I need to have the counter move for when they try to cut me off. Okay? So work on changing speeds, because you're already super fast, you're super athletic, so worry about changing speeds and being able to manipulate the way you play to throw people off and not just be a straight bullet. work on changing directions, because that's going to have a lot of people on their toes when they're guarding you. Continue to work on shooting the ball at a high level, no conscious. You have to have no conscious when you have the ball in your hand and be ready to shoot at all times. And the last thing, continue to work on your ball handling skills, continue to work on creating for others and making the pick and roll a lot easier. A lot of those slip passes, seeing plays before they happen, and knowing where the open man is going to be, and that right there is going to guarantee you into some top Division I programs. I think that you're a great player, Daylee. I appreciate you for allowing me to break down your highlight tape. This is a perfect highlight tape for a lot of people to be watching right now, because this right here, it got right into it. There was no questions about it. There was no, I'm going to do these moves that don't mean anything. She was efficient. She was right to it. It was great. All right. Those are the things that you got to work on. Continue to keep working. I appreciate it. If anybody else has any type of highlight tapes that they want to get into or that they want me to break down, please send them my way. I love doing it. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment to the video. Hit the notification bell, and so you can be up to date on everything that's Hoop Politics. I appreciate y'all for watching. God's always in control. Peace.